Chronicles, Storied Women. My name is Anna Rosengara Milch, and I am your host. I am also the reigning Miss Pennsylvania Senior America 2016.
Mm-hmm.
But next to me is Marie Tennant, and Marie is my predecessor. Marie is Miss Pennsylvania Senior America 2010, correct?
Correct.
Welcome, Marie.
Correct. Thank you.
So, what I want to ask you is if you could tell us, what is it that you want people who are listening and watching us today, what do you want them to remember from our little chat?
I think I would like them to remember that real change occurs gradually over a period of time, but sometimes we change outside things, but they don't really change our heart, and that may last for a little while and be okay, but the real change happens when it hits your heart, and then you make a change from there.
Yeah, that's true, because when you think of, it's easy to change the outwardly.
Yes.
Obviously we can put a little purple in our gray hair.
Yes, we can.
That looks good, by the way.
Thank you.
We can do all those things. We can lose weight, gain weight, wear glasses, not wear glasses. But real change really happens internally. It does.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
a good
it
thought.
does.
That's a really good thing. So tell me, have you always felt this way?
No, it's always kind of been gradual for me. I can just see little changes happening over a period of time, but I think it's amazing how you understand when the real change occurs from inside, because then it affects not only you, but it affects other people.
Yeah.
They may not be able to identify what it is about you that's changed, but it will affect them in some way, and it will draw them to you maybe.
Can you give me an example of that in your life? What's happened in your life?
Well, there have been times when I've wondered why some people are drawn to me. Like, for instance, I dance a lot. I go dancing 3 times a week at a local Hummelstown dance sport area.
Wow.
And so...
what kind of dance do you do?
Ballroom and Latin.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So what happens is I'll have people I'll sit down at a table and there's nobody else there, and there are other people that just kind of want to sit with me. And I've noticed that over a period of time, and I don't know why, and there's nothing really special that happens. I mean, I just converse with a lot of people. I think I'm a friendly person. So if I see someone that has not been there before, I will go over and talk to them, introduce myself, find out a little bit about them, and that may be why this happens. I don't know, but
Have you always been like that? Have you always been that generator of good feelings? I mean,
I don't think so. I think I was very shy as a young person. In my teen years, I wouldn't say I was bullied, but there were people that would say ugly things to me sometimes. I had always had very pretty hair, and that was one of my good assets, but I had buck teeth and I was very skinny, so that didn't look well together. So I had some ugly remarks made to me at times. But over the years, and I was married then, right out of high school, had 4 children, and I think it was after my divorce that I could kind of see a whole lot of changes in me.
How old are you when? So you have 4 children,
mm-hmm.
and how old are you and the children when you divorced?
The youngest one was 14. The oldest was 18.
Oh, okay. So you were still parenting.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
And you were how old?
I was.
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take. It was somewhere probably in my mid 20s.
When you
late 20s when I divorced. No, wait a minute. Well, hold it.
Hold on.
Go back.
That's pretty ambitious.
No. I had all my children by the time I was that age. I had 4 children in 4.5 years.
Oh, wow.
So my youngest son figured it out. It was 4.5 years to the day. So
we won't be adding that up here.
Yeah, I was divorced in 82.
1982. So you were like in your latter part of your 30s.
Yeah.
So you're going into that new part of life really as a whole new woman, as a single woman with 4 children.
Right. And I had just come out of I'm a cancer recovery survivor too. So
at that time you were
yes,
you were
at
recovering?
that time it was right before.
Wow.
Yeah. So and that was caught. The cancer was caught very early. So
That's great.
I was coming out of that and the divorce, and I was married. My father was an alcoholic, and so I just discovered that after thinking back on it, that I actually married an alcoholic because you're used to that. You're used to dealing with that, and so you kind of know what to expect. And then I thought, I'm not going to do this, And I actually remember my mother telling me that, she came to a point where she had to decide whether she was going to stay married or not, and she decided to stay with him. So she went around to the bar rooms with him and stuff like that. So we were kind of raised in bar rooms. It's an interesting childhood, but I came out unscathed. And that was part of the reason for my divorce, but it wasn't all of it. So
Yeah.
And I do regret it. I wish I'd have stayed, but
so when you started this conversation with saying that the change happens gradually,
Yeah.
it took a long time for you to get to that point.
Yes.
Of now it's time to change.
Yes.
Now it's time to make a big leap. Actually,
Yeah.
leaving, getting healthy, leaving the marriage, those are humongous changes in one's life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what happens then after that? After you decide to make this change, this outwardly change, what happens inside to Marie? What happens?
Well, I decided that it was very important to stay in the town. I was originally from Tamaqua, and I decided that it was important to stay in the town and while my children were still in high school. And so after they all graduated, and I had gone back to school, and I learned what was then called electronic data processing, which is now called
IT?
IT, yes. Information technology. So that was a good move for me, but then that brought me down to the Harrisburg area for my first job in that. And so I had a career at FEA for a while.
Where?
FEA, P-H-E-A-A, Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency. They give grants and loans to students in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was there for 18 years, and then I retired from there. And then I got bored being home. And so then I took on a part-time position at the Bair Foundation. That's B-A-I-R. And that is a foster, kinship, and adoption care agency, a Christian agency. So I was with them for 11 years. And then I kind of retired from that. I'm still on a PRN basis as needed. If they're all going out somewhere, I answer the phones for them and stuff like that. So I'm still kind of employed with them.
And I know you do a lot of work with Senior
America.
America.
And this is taking up a lot of my time, Miss Pennsylvania Senior America.
Yeah, I've come to find that out.
Yeah, I'm in charge of the performance and stuff. I do have help. Patty puts the thing together, and then I just show up with all the sound equipment and everything else. But there's a lot of background work that.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
So all this change that you've gone, that you have gone through, that we all go through, it's really part, without putting words in your mouth, it's part of our growth process as we age.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so to see that as we age, we do get better. I mean, we get smarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, science shows us that we get smarter as we age. So would you go back?
Back to, it depends on where. How far you want me to go back.
I know in my life, when people say, well, now that you're in your 60s, don't you really want to go back? And my thing is like, no, I mean, this is a great place. This is a great time to be, you know. I mean, I've gone through all those changes. I'm still going through changes, obviously.
Right.
I enjoy that growth because I interpret the change with growth, and I think you do as well. Yeah.
No, I probably wouldn't go back.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my life.
Yeah. We have a good life.
And the purple hair gets me a lot of attention.
I know. Well, I appreciate you coming to speak with us today, Marie. It was really wonderful to learn and for us, everybody to really accept and embrace the changes that come with us, you know, that come with aging, because that's all part of it, is really and that the gift of that to me is that we get then to teach the generations that come behind us that the change is good, that the changes are good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you again, and thank you for watching. Thank you for following Storied Women on the People Chronicles. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The People Chronicles, and you won't miss any stories.
These community stories are made possible in part by BCTV, Susie Ray Design, Queen City Family Restaurant, Lamar Advertising, Heidelberg Family Restaurant, Reading Air, Lions and Hole, Peanut Bar, and Kutztown University.